So the CREATE Lab, CREATE stands for Community Robotics Education and Technology Empowerment. So you hear those robotics and technology there, but they're embedded within a context of community, within learning. So what we do, we have plenty of projects, and we put out a lot of projects every year. All of them are aimed at answering the question of meaningful place of technology in society. How can technology empower people? We specifically care about it empowering individuals, and well, there's a story that goes on that if individuals and people don't own technology, it's naturally being owned by government and corporations. And it's a battle that I'm not sure how it's going to be a tough one to win, and it may get really bad before it gets better. But we try to do our part in helping people recognize technology as a material they can use to solve their problems, to advance their agendas, to answer needs and issues in the community. And I think the more people get used to that and have that comfort of either inventing technology or even reappropriating whatever is around them for their own needs, and kind of recognizing that they can be somebody that technology serves, and they should be who technology serves. I think that will make for a better, even also more democratic society, because the way technology is being used and will be used even more by both corporations and government is actually going against the idea of democracy. It's getting closer and closer to where the amount of data that's being collected about you can really affect the message you're given and kind of tweak your choices and decisions. And so I think that awareness also will be important. So the CREATE Lab has two streams we identified in the work that we do. One of them is technology fluency, and that kind of speaks to what I just talked about as far as people owning technology and seeing it as a material, as a raw material to create whatever they want to create. And fluency as opposed to literacy. Literacy, you know what buttons to push and how to turn it on, and maybe you have to troubleshoot, but when you are fluent, you are actually making, and you own it in different ways. So maybe literacy will be how to use a Word document, and fluency will be writing a novel on the Word document. And then the other side has to do with environmental justice. We make affordable environmental sensors specifically for air and water quality. So again, everyone can own the information about what they breathe and what they drink. They don't need to wait for, again, corporations or government or one sensor in town, but we can place them everywhere, and you can actually, before you leave for work and get on your bike, you can decide which way you're going to ride because you know where the bad air is, or when you look at that map, you can see that some neighborhoods are being polluted constantly, and maybe something needs to be done about that. So we make those affordable, and right now we are in the process of creating also visualizations that are going to help make sense of all that data that you collect. So if you collect a lot of data is being collected all the time, but if there's no way to make sense of it, it's a bit pointless. So that map I was mentioning, for example, that you can see how pollution moves, or so that's another goal of ours is to visualize, be able to visualize data in a meaningful way, in a way that allows for conversation about that data, that involves citizens, and it can involve also experts that can lend a hand to understand what you're looking at. So that's the CREATE Lab in a nutshell.